Hey, what's up guys, this is Irfan here from smartincubator.com and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna break down 3 trades that I took this morning. One of them was a loss trade and the other 2 were winners. I want to break down exactly what happened. It's not gonna take that long. And also I want to show you the results of Gold EA Incubator on 2 of our $3,000 accounts. And this is the first one that we have, which is 134% in profit, and the other one is over 45% in profit. This is not updated recently, so the last time it got updated was May 19th. Today it is May 24th, so there's a huge difference. But when I checked my VPS account, it was up $100 more, so it was $3,821. But just to let you know that it's kind of over 45% in profit, and this one is 134%. So the trades that I took was this one on my FTMO account, guys. The EURUSD one, I got stopped out, and it was really annoying because it was only a few pips away from my TP, and it literally got reversed and hit my stop loss. Unfortunately, I got unlucky. The setup was really good, the structure, everything was really good, but you know, I just got a little bit unlucky and hit the reverse and hit my stop loss. It wasn't on break even because, you know, I didn't feel good about moving my stop loss to break even when it was only a few pips away, so I didn't expect that. And then after that, I took a trade on gold, which I closed it a little bit late, to be honest, because it was a one-to-one trade, like beautiful one-to-one trade, but I just wanted to hold it more. I'm gonna show you exactly where I took that trade and why I closed it in a small profit, which is $97, and GBPUSD was a good one, $200. So we closed today with a very small amount of profit, but we were able to do that. So if I didn't get stopped out for this one, guys, it would have been a great trade today, and it was absolutely astonishing. So this is exactly what happened on EURUSD when I woke up in the morning, guys. So I noticed that we have 2 high probability demand zones around this area and this area right here. So look at this. If I use my rectangle here, you'll see that this is a high probability demand zone because there's a huge spike towards upside. Next candle never tapped into this zone, so that's why there's a gap between this candle and this zone right here. Okay, and this is the second one that literally happened from here to here. See, there's a gap between this candle and this candle and this candle right here. So this is a huge spike. Next candle never tapped into this zone, so there are 2 back-to-back high probability demand zones. And then at the same time, I noticed that we have this high probability supply zone right here, because this is the last bullish candle. This is the first candle that dropped. The next candle after that never tapped into this zone. There's a gap between this candle and this zone right here. So if you don't know what the definition of high probability supply and demand zones are, guys, I highly recommend you to check out my other videos, my channel, that I only talk about this strategy and nothing else, and you can have a better understanding of the definition of this technique that has accuracy over 80%, and you won't regret it, guys. I'm using this strategy every single day. So I was just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then I saw this beautiful candle right here. So what I did is that I put my sell stop here using Profit Master Incubator and calculated my risk to reward ratio with a proper lot size in less than a second with 100% accuracy, and I put my stop loss right here, and I put my TP exactly right here. So I think it was the right one. Yep. So it triggered my entry very good, and then it came down, boom, boom, and then here I got stopped out. See, guys, see how annoying it was? It was literally, I don't know, from here to here, less than 2 pips away to smash my TP. And this is the closest high probability demand zone that I was targeting. But look what happened. I didn't even put my TP right here. I put it here, but it still didn't trigger my TP, and it consolidated for a little bit, and then it smashed my stop loss instead, which wasn't fun. So this is how I got stopped out on EURUSD, guys. And let me show you the trades that I took on GBPUSD and gold, which was an amazing one. This is a trade that I took on GBPUSD. So GBPUSD, when I woke up, it was 8 in the morning, which was around this time, and then I knew that it has to reverse and then go all the way up here to fill in the gaps, because there's a huge gap right here that needs to be filled in. There's a huge gap that needs to be filled in, but I didn't know when exactly it's gonna happen, but it did right away because it started creating higher highs and higher lows, and we had a really, like, you know, bullish trend market in this case. But one thing I noticed, I'm going to delete this one, and then I'm going to delete this, I'm going to come here. So I was right here, and then it was just going and going, I didn't see anything, and then I noticed that this is a high probability demand zone. Okay, this is a high probability supply zone, sorry, this is a high probability supply zone, and literally after this candle, this is the first candle that dropped, and the next candle after that never tapped into this zone. So it means there is a gap between this zone and this candle right here. Look at this. So I knew this is a high probability supply zone. So I saw this candle, I had my stop, my seller stop right here, and I had my TP right here, and sorry, my stop loss right here, and my TP was exactly here, because see, these are the last two bearish candles before this big move happened, and the next candle after that never tapped into the zone. So I knew that this is a high probability demand zone, and this is an obvious gap that happened right here. So I knew, okay, let's have the target here. I don't want to have my target here because I know that it's coming down to smash my TP, and I was really confident. So I had my TP right here, not below that, because you know there's a high chance that the price just tap into the zone and then go up, so I didn't want to take a risk. So I put my my seller stop here, my stop loss here, my TP right here, and then after 1, 2, 3 candles, it didn't trigger. So when I saw this candle right here, this hammer candle, I knew that the sellers are trying to push the price towards downside exactly inside our high probability supply zone. So what I did was I moved my seller stop right here, and then my TP, my stop loss was exactly right here above the zone, and my TP was right here. It was exactly right here, 1 to 5, something like this, 1 to 1.5. And then right after this candle, guys, my entry got triggered. My stop loss was here, and then my TP was here. Look at this, look what happened. Boom, smashed my TP beautifully. It was a really cool trade, I really liked it. And then when it smashed my TP, it started consolidating for a little bit, but it didn't get out of this zone. See, it didn't break below this zone, so it's still respected. But I wasn't sure whether it was a good opportunity. Now it did. See, now it's invalid. So I took my profit 1 to 1.5 almost. So 200 pounds for 150 pounds risk. And then I took a profit right here, which was a beautiful one. Although I knew that a trend of the market is trying to be bullish because of multiple breakout structures, but this high probability supply zone really triggered me to enter a sell trade, because everything was in confluence, guys. Everything was cool, and it's already filled in the gap. See, this gap is already filled in. So when you know that you have a huge drop like this, and then the price tried to go back up to fill in the gap, and it did, what's the point of not taking your sell trade? Which in this case, it would be a really good one, and I actually took it. So this is what I took on GBPUSD, guys. Let me show you the trade that I took on gold. So it was a profit, by the way. And okay, so let me see where I exactly took this. Okay, so this is what I took it, guys. This is where I took this trade. Yeah. So when I wanted to, look at the chart, this is where exactly I came across gold. I knew that, okay, so this is a beautiful high probability supply zone, no doubt. And I was just waiting for the price to tap into this level, and it did. This is the first candle that it tapped. So I didn't see what happened up until after this candle. So I entered my trade, I think right here, and I had my stop loss above this candle, and I had my TP right here. So this is where I put my TP. I could have put it here, easy, but if I took my trade a little bit higher, my 1-to-1 would have been happen faster, and I could actually get out of the market faster. So the reason I did it, that I put my TP right here, because I could pass my challenge faster with one trade. So sometimes the greed kicks in, and then you can't do anything about it because you know that, okay, this is kind of high probability. I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna see if it hits my TP or not, and if I can pass my challenge in one trade. But unfortunately it didn't happen, because the thing that happened is that I got in a little bit late, which is totally fine. I still could take my 1-to-1 right here, but let's see what happens. See, I could have easily taken my 1-to-1 and be done. Decent profit, but I couldn't pass my challenge. But if I put my TP right here, my challenge would have been passed. But what happened was that I took my complete position, like I took a profit when the price was here. When the price was here, I took a profit. I didn't let the price to hit the break even. And as you can see, this is exactly what I took. For 100 bucks, I got out of the market with partial profit, like, you know, with a partial profit, and then it hit my break even. But if my lot size was bigger, I could have easily made a really good profit. So that's why they say less is more, and they're completely right. Take a 1-to-1 trade, go for bigger lot size, and trade on high probability supply and demand zones, guys. I'm gonna promise you that it's gonna work really well. And in the last 2 days, something that I experienced was that most of my trades were so close to TP, but they didn't hit that, and then they came back, either break even or hit my stop loss. So what I learned was that less is more. Go for a bigger lot size, take your 1-to-1, get out of the market, get done for the day. And that's how we can make progress so much faster, and it's not slow, because if you go with bigger lot size, we can make more money at the same time, and you can take your 1-to-1, which is a higher chance. So if I wanted to hold my trade, guys, because you know, after this we had this high probability order block here, see guys, and this could be a really good one as well. If I wanted to take a sell trade, I could have put my stop loss, sell stop here, my stop loss right here, and my 1-to-1 here. See? See how beautiful this trade could be? Just using high probability supply and demand zone. This is a high probability supply zone because this is the first candle drop. The next candle after that never tapped into the zone. There's a gap. I saw this candle right here, this doji candle, which is a huge push towards downside by sellers. And the same thing happened to GBPUSD, if you remember, and I took that trade. So even if I wanted to take this trade, it could have still be a really good one. And look at this, it literally came down and even tapped my TP. See how beautiful this trade is? But if I just wanted to hold this trade from here to here, I could have done that, but I don't do it because if it takes too long, I just close the trade. I could have taken this one and my stop loss was right here, and I could just hold it. See, if I hold this, if I held this trade, it would have been a really good profit, but you know, it just came to my, you know, loss zone, and then the drawdown would be a little bit higher, but I just closed it and I could re-enter it, but I didn't. Instead, I took a profit on GBPUSD. So that's all I did, guys, for today. I hope that you liked this video. If you have any question, drop your comment below this video. I personally get back to you, and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell, so next time when I upload a video, you will get notified fast. And about Gold EA Incubator, guys, if you want to trade completely hands-free and you don't want to analyze the market yourself, you don't want to get involved in the market yourself, Gold EA Incubator does everything for you automatically during London session on 5-minute time frame. And then when you wake up, you know, if you're in my time zone, you just check your phone, check your profits, and then be done for the day. You don't have to do anything else because Gold EA Incubator does that for you, and it grows your account steadily and surely. So again, if you want to grab your license, go check out smartincubator.com, and if you have any question, you can ask us via our WhatsApp, which you can find the widget on our website, or you can chat with one of my representatives, and they will be more than happy to assist you with all your questions. Thank you again, and see you on the other side.